Christmas is around the corner, and instead of flicking through hours of hundreds and hundreds of Netflix shitty movies, here's our top 10 family Christmas movies that you need to check out this Christmas. In at number 10 is Christmas with the Cranks.
Never say hickory honey ham again.
So yeah, for me, Christmas with the Cranks is a great Christmas movie that always puts a smile on your face around Christmas and is one for all the family to sit down and watch. As it's about a family named the Cranks in which simply skip Christmas, in which is forbiddable, you should not do that, but they decide to go and skip Christmas and they decide to go on a cruise. They plan this really nice thing and it seems like everything's going in order. Not getting out cards, presents, not having their big Christmas Eve party, everything's going to plan. Until Blair, their daughter, rings up and says, I'm coming home for Christmas and I'm bringing over my new boyfriend. And suddenly their plans change in their boycott of Christmas and decide to go full Christmas out because now they're like, oh shit, daughter's coming home. We don't want to say that we tried skipping Christmas or say that we're not going to be in because we're going to be on a fucking cruise. So they then decide to go, right, last minute, let's get everything in that we possibly can. Turkey, we're going to get nice Christmas Eve stuff in, whatever we possibly can to make this boycott not look like a boycott. And it is a fantastic film. Great family movie to watch. And yeah, if you ain't seen Christmas with the Cranks, it'll be an absolute treat for you to watch. As some big names in there as well, like Jamie Lee Curtis, Tim Allen, and Dan Aykroyd of all people. In at number 9 is Arthur Christmas.
Santa, you naughty boys, here, have a bum.
Yeah, just like Christmas with the Cranks, I feel that Arthur Christmas is another underrated movie that isn't on everybody's watch list. And there isn't many great animated Christmas movies out there, but this is one of them. As for me, I think the idea that Santa misses a present, and it's like, oh my god, there's a present that's not been delivered, and an elf suddenly steps up and decides, you know what, I'm going to go and deliver that present because these Santas won't budge, and they're thinking, right, we're done now, Christmas is done, and it's only one present, what harm's it going to do? And this elf called Arthur decides to go and deliver this present and goes around on this magical journey and suddenly finds out what Christmas is all about and learns the true meaning of Christmas and what being Father Christmas is all about as well, and what being Santa means. So I think that was fantastic, and if you haven't seen Arthur Christmas before, definitely give it a watch. Nice and magical journey for you to delve into. In at number 8 is A Christmas Carol, 2009.
And they had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
To me, this is self-explanatory. You need to at least watch A Christmas Carol, or one of the versions of A Christmas Carol, whether it's Scrooge, Muppets Christmas Carol, whatever. Whichever one is your favourite. Mine is the 2009 Jim Carrey version, but each to their own. And if you prefer Scrooge, go and watch Scrooge. At least watch one of them that covers the story of A Christmas Carol, because it's such a magical journey of this fella called Scrooge who absolutely hates Christmas. And you might be like, well, this is not my sort of film. I love Christmas. Why am I watching a film with a guy that hates Christmas? Because there's a redemption story and everything like that, because he hates Christmas, hates anybody walking around thinking of Christmas. He's a penny pincher. He really does not like giving out money to charities. He's really a nasty person until he gets haunted by the ghost of his old friend Marley, who basically goes, these are the shackles that I wore in life, and was basically showing that, oh my god, this is what you will look like if you don't fucking change. And so he gets visited by 3 other ghosts that basically show him if he doesn't change his ways of being mean to people, not getting into the Christmas spirit, he will be dragged down, basically to hell, and turned into this ghost which is just haunting people all the time and not enjoying the life, and the legacy that he leaves will not be a positive one. And so around Christmas time, being visited by the ghost of Christmas past, present and yet to come, teaches Scrooge to change, and the redemption story of him at the end is magical, of helping people out, giving people nice fucking food and treating people with respect. That is what Christmas is all about, of giving rather than receiving, and I think that was fantastic in that particular film. And if you have not seen the 2009 version or any A Christmas Carol, it'll be a treat for you to bang on, and it's such a great story around Christmas to watch. In at number 7 is The Polar Express.
This is the Polar Express.
Again, I think this one's an obvious one. I think everybody should be having this on their watch list, or at least thinking about putting it on their watch list to watch this Christmas. As for me, the Polar Express is again, another magical journey of finding what the spirit of Christmas is actually all about. Most of these Christmas stories, Christmas movies, are all about finding the spirit of Christmas and getting into the mood of Christmas. As this is about a young kid who is losing his faith in Santa and the belief of Christmas and what it actually means. And this train gives him an opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, to regain that belief that he once had of Father Christmas, of Christmas itself. Takes the train journey, and it's a magical journey to the North Pole where he gets to meet Santa, and there's a load of different stuff that happens in between, but he gets to meet Santa and his belief is reignited. And that is the magic of Christmas, this train journey. And it is fantastic, and I can't praise this movie anymore. If you haven't seen Polar Express, then definitely add this one to your Christmas watch list this month. In at number 6 is obviously Elf.
Oh my God!
Obviously, I think this is on everybody's watch list because the giddy, really exciting elf named Buddy is obviously one that everybody loves to watch around Christmas time. I think the jolliness of it, the family feel to it, of this elf being massive, huge, and not really blending in with the other elves, goes to the rest of the world and suddenly finds out who his real parents are, and then suddenly finds the spirit of Christmas. Every film is about the spirit of Christmas, and the family around him feels the spirit of Christmas. In at number 5, A Nightmare Before Christmas.
There's only 365 days left till next Halloween!
This one might be a little bit controversial because people turn around and say it's a Halloween film. Other people say it's a Christmas film. I tend to watch this in November anyways, so I'm just going to put it on the Christmas list, and it was also on my Halloween list. Because for me, you can watch it any time between really October to December, and it works because it fills both kinds of voids, doesn't it, of Christmas and Halloween. But it's a really fun, exciting journey of Jack the Skeleton, who lives in this sort of like Halloween town, celebrates Halloween every year, and then stumbles upon a door which has a Christmas tree on it, and it's a wonderful world of Christmas. He then finds what Christmas is, and he doesn't understand it at first. He wants to replicate what Christmas is, delivering presents, taking over as Father Christmas, but he does it by delivering horrible presents and horrible things, and he doesn't understand what Christmas is about, and he doesn't truly do that because he merges Halloween and Christmas together. But then by the end of the film, he realizes why Father Christmas does what he does, and Halloween, he does what he does, because he doesn't understand what Christmas is all about, trying to merge the two holidays, which should be celebrated in two different ways. And I think it's such a great family Christmas movie, if it's a Christmas movie, Halloween movie, whatever you think it is. It celebrates two great celebrations, and it's a musical. So if you want to check it out, I would recommend. Before we jump back into this video, guys, please do us a massive favour and smash that subscribe button, because you do not want to miss a thing this week, next week, and the week after, because we've got tons and tons of content planned for you guys, and you can do us a massive favour by smashing that subscribe button, joining the community, getting updates to all the latest videos from the YouTube shorts to the actual videos. It is well worth it, completely free, and you will not regret it. In at number 4, Jingle All the Way.
Put that cookie down! Now!
And yes, I may die on this hill defending this movie, because this for me is a underrated Christmas movie. Everyone shits on Arnie in this film for whatever reason, because he talks weird? Because honestly, that's the only reason why you could hate this film. I think he's hilariously funny in this film, and I think it's just a great Christmas family movie, which is so relatable for back in the day. Not now, because I think everyone has Amazon Prime, so everybody now, if you're forgetting a present or whatever, and you're thinking, oh shit, I forgot to get a present, get on Prime, get it ordered, bish bosh, job's a good one. But back in the day when you'd forgotten a present or whatever, and then you're rushing around shops, you couldn't find it anywhere, and you're thinking, fuck, going around. And that's what this movie's all about, of Howard trying to look for his kid a present, which he'd asked for weeks ago, but he'd totally forgotten to go get it. Now it's Christmas Eve, or near Christmas Eve, and he must go and hunt down this figure, this action figure that his son wanted, and he cannot find it anywhere, and he goes through hell and back to try and find it. And I think that for me is just a great story around Christmas, doing whatever he can just to make his son have a fantastic day, and give him that chance to just go, right, I've got this thing. And I think it was just a great thing seeing what he was willing to go through to be able to get this, what is a plastic doll for his son. In at number 3 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000.
I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas.
Again, just like Christmas Carol, I feel this is like an unwritten rule which everyone must follow, because I think everybody knows that Grinch is one of the necessities around Christmas. It's like, okay, decorations, tree, oh, and watch the Grinch. And whether it's this version, whether it's the Grinch from 2018, or whether it's the fucking Grinch from back in the day, any of those Grinches for me just symbolise one thing, which is the spirit of Christmas. And I chose this one because it's my favourite. Again, Jim Carrey's in it. He's funny. It's different. He's the only one that's live action. And it's really great at bringing in that Christmas spirit. And it's always a must watch in my opinion. And yeah, it just gets that vibe of a guy that hated Christmas to now a guy that loves Christmas at the end of the film. It's again that redemption story of making everybody feel Christmassy and exciting, and why not? Why not give it a watch? In at number 2, The Santa Claus.
Hey, you! What's that? Oh!
To me, this is always one of the go-tos around Christmas as well, and I guess this is on everybody's watch list around Christmas. And I'm not talking about the shitty one from like 70s or 80s, whatever. I'm talking about the Tim Allen one from the 90s. Really, really fun and enjoyable. And I think this is a fantastic movie about a guy who just happens to scare another guy off his roof, thinking, who the fuck's this guy? Puts on his coat and then suddenly becomes Father Christmas, delivering presents, and then thinks it's all just a magical dream when he's taken back to the Santa's workshop and everything. He thinks it's a dream because he falls asleep and then he's woke up in his own bed. Then only to find out the year after, when his facial hair is growing uncontrollably and his weight gain is massive and he doesn't know how to control it, he doesn't know what to do, and he gets delivered the naughty and nice list and he's thinking, what the fuck is happening? Am I really Santa? And then by the end of the film he realises he is Santa and needs to give out all the presents in time for Christmas. And yeah, even though you might not be a fan of the sequels, the first one is definitely a Christmas classic. In at number 1, Home Alone.
You can smash his face with an iron!
Obviously, this should be on everybody's watch list around Christmas. And I don't think I know anybody that dislikes Home Alone. Home Alone is the epitome of family Christmas movies, hence why it's number 1 in this list. Because obviously this is a film that you definitely need to check out this Christmas if you never check out, or if you've never seen Home Alone. It is fantastic of a kid that gets accidentally left at home after a row with his parents the night before, and they take everybody with them, all their massive family with them, apart from Kevin, who's left home alone. You've got the one scenario of Kevin living home alone with him having to survive living on his own. That's a fear in itself. And that 2 burglars are burgling the nearby houses in his neighbourhood and they're eyeing up his house next and he must protect it with all his costs. And then you've also got the other side of the coin with Home Alone, which is his parents wanting to come back as quick as possible in Christmas Eve, and trying to get to Kevin as quickly as possible, trying to get flights and find any way possible to get to Kevin as quick as they possibly can, in which is a magical Christmas movie where everything just wraps up in a nutshell. It's fun, funny, comedy movie, and just a great Christmas movie in general. If you haven't seen Home Alone, where have you been living? Because surely it's not on Earth. Let us know down in the comments down below what your Christmas movies are that you're going to be watching this Christmas. Is there any that we have mentioned on this list? Is there some that we haven't mentioned on this list that you'll be watching this Christmas which are family orientated? Let us know down the comments down below. And if you haven't yet seen our video on our top 10 MCU superheroes, give that a watch now.